Good morning. Thank you for joining News with Nana. Today is Tuesday, September 28th. So, not a lot going on except for I found this interesting little tidbit um, on the Detroit News. So, it was from last night. Um, so, political newcomers battled to unseat Detroit Council incumbents. So, a pair of incumbent council members are being challenged in November for their district seats by political newcomers hoping to shake up the city's leadership among an FBI corruption probe that has entangled several other sitting members, which is why I called this one the Detroit City Council. Is it time? Is it time for term limits? Is it time to sweep, get your broom and dustpan and sweep out the dirt and get some clean new people in there? So let's look at this. It says the race for Detroit's District 1 pits longtime city councilman James Tate against Crystal LaRosa, a youth advocate making her first run for political office. In his bid for a fourth term, Tate, now mind you, in his bid for a fourth term, this is why we say term limits in the Republican slash conservative party. Anybody with a brain should want term limits. Tate is drawing on his record and connection to the district. Now, mind you, it's his fourth term. I'm going to keep repeating that. I don't come from a long line of politicians, but you're starting one, aren't you, SOB? Tate, 46, told the Detroit News, "We don't have our name on buildings or on streets, but my intent and actions are typically aligned, and people know that." LaRosa, a wife and mother of three daughters, said she never ever aspired to run for office, but is taking a prayerful. Excuse me as I get louder. I'm sorry, my daughters are like, "Stop, mom, you're getting loud." She's taken a prayerful approach to the run. "If this is what God wants for me, this is what will be," LaRosa said. "Win or lose, we can elevate new voices and create new inspiration." The November 2nd election looms after high-profile raids were conducted last month at Detroit City Hall and the homes of council members Janae Ayers and Scott Benson and their chiefs of staff. Benson, Ayers, and their staffers have not been charged with any crimes. Benson is running unopposed for a third term. Somebody get over there and do something for the love of Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Representing Detroit's 3rd district, Ayer is vying to retain her at-large seat. Meanwhile, another veteran councilman, Andrew Spivey, is expected to plead guilty Tuesday to a bribery conspiracy charge in federal court connected to the corruption investigation focused on Detroit towing operations and bribery allegations. You guys, come on, Detroit. Detroiters, I know it's a scary thing, but somebody needs to get in there, throw their hat in the ring, and get these corrupt sons of pups out of there. This is not cool. Look what they've done to our beautiful city of Detroit. It started going downhill when I was a kid in the 70s. But Detroit was beautiful. It was thriving. There were so many businesses. You had factories. It was great. And then guess what happened? Democrats took over Detroit. Yes. You put in Democrat leaders and they wore down that city, that beautiful city. I remember back in my day growing up, they called Detroit the city of brotherly love. Take it back, folks. Get in there. Get these evil sons of guns out of there. Meanwhile, okay, so Tate, in response to the ongoing investigation involving his colleagues, urged voters to look at my record. It's easy to lump everyone in altogether, he said. My name is not part of those conversations. maybe it should be. I mean, how long have you? You're another sloppy Joe. 4 terms, 4 terms. You're 46 years old, and you've been in there for 4 terms. It's time for someone else. Don't you remember in school? What is the liberals like? Everybody gets to play. Everybody gets a trophy. Well, you've had your time in office. Someone else gets a turn now. Tate, a North Rosedale Park resident, earned about 73% of the vote in the August primary. He first was elected November 2009. 2009. We're in 2021. 2021. Let's do a little math. We're not going to do everyday math. We're going to do basic math, what I was taught. So we're in 2021, and he was elected 2009. He's been a Detroit City Councilman for 12 years. What has he done for Detroiters? What has he done to stop corruption in that area? What has he done in 12 mother effing years? People, wake up. Term limits, term limits, term limits is all I can say to you. And I'm sorry. If this is, you know what my opinion is? If there's no one who will run against someone else who has already had a turn, then I think we should do the jury duty way and pick a name out of hat like they do for jury duty and say, okay, it's your turn. You get to do this now. Why not? Can't go any worse than it's already going. Oh my gosh, people are killing me. So he was first elected in 2009 and served on the council through Detroit's financial crisis and after its exit from bankruptcy. Here's your sign. And where is Detroit at now? Okay, this is Crystal LaRosa, the first-time candidate for public office, challenging. Okay, so that was District 1. What does it say down here? I can't read any more about that guy. In Detroit's District 2, Roy McAllister Jr. is facing Angela Callaway, who has argued there are two District 2s, the haves and the have-nots. McAllister said she understands that everybody wants something from a councilman, while he takes a suspicious approach to contractors. McAllister said he takes an open-door approach to residents. McAllister, a former Detroit cop who once headed up the homicide unit, said he believes service is the job of a councilman. It's not hard to be upright, he said. In 2005, McAllister ran as a write-in candidate in the general election. In 2009, he got 1% of the vote in a crowded field. That did not sound like a compliment. In 2013, he ran for an at-large seat and lost. Finally, in 2007, McAllister ran for a district seat. He won, defeating an incumbent and the council's then second highest ranking member, George Cushenberry Jr. McAllister created the Mental Health Task Force, which holds workshops and forums on mental health issues. He views jobs of the city councilman as a liaison between the people he represents and the government, whether it be city, county, state, or feds. We can't make them do anything, McAllister said. The only thing we can do is build relationships. We the people can do anything because y'all government are only there because we let you. Capiche? Read that Constitution, folks. McAllister said that the District 2 is the highest tax-paying and highest voting district in Detroit. Callaway, 61, has never run for office but has paid special attention to the 9 senior centers in District 2. She said she's been all for them at least 3. She's been to all of them at least 3 times, often to lead rounds of bingo. So this is Angela Callaway. Okay, Detroit 2. Yeah, Angela Callaway answers questions from a caller during the virtual candidate forum alongside incumbent Roy McAllister. Yeah. Callaway believes girl power can lift her to office. Okay, how old are we now? What I've met are elderly women who look like my mother and grandmother, Calloway said. I believe the way I win is if the women come out in full force. And she's got a point. I have to give her props on this one because that is what is in the conservative. Um, I don't even want to call it in the conservative. It's in the America First. That's what I'm going to call the movement. In the America First movement, it's not even patriotic. They don't even call it a patriot movement. It's an America First movement. The people of America, we the people of America, want America first. This movement that you see going all over, we're taking our money back from big box stores, shopping at local markets, at local, giving, shopping with our local farmers, our small businesses. We the people are taking it back. And it's not a patriotic movement. It is not even a political movement. It is we, the people of America, are sick and tired of this government trying to tell us when we pay for them and what to do instead of doing what we tell them to do. That's the only reason they're there. They're there to be our voice, and they're not. They're not. You and I both know this. So she's got a good point. So in this America First movement going on with mandates and all the other such and standing up for the kids, it's been the women. If you look around closely, look like at the Iowa Mama Bears. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. And I think women, because we carry those babies for 9 months. We carry them. Our bodies endure so much. We change physically. And sometimes we don't always bounce back right away from having a child. But what we go through during childbirth, whether you get medication or not, is not pleasant. It's hard. But you create life. You create life to leave a legacy for the world, to make a stand, to stand for something that is good. We don't bring life into this world to feed evil. Do you understand? So we, the mamas, the grandmamas, the aunties, we are tired. We, the women of the world, we, the women of the world, we, the women of the United States of America, are tired of this establishment that y'all have going on. And we're standing up. I think this lady's got it going on. So for the last 2 months, sisters of her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, and I'm not talking about the bug, have been out canvassing with Calloway wearing their trademark pink and green. As a first-time candidate, she can't be sure if it's enough. You can't be sure until midnight on November 2nd and all the votes are counted. Well, if we use the same pizza boxes, you'll think your opinion mattered, but it won't. But I feel confident this is a humbling, expensive process. Yes, that it is. If you don't have the corrupt machine behind you backing you, you know what I'm saying? And politics is all about money. It's who your backers are. And I'm telling you what, it's hard for the little people. And that's why I say, if we're going to do like the liberal way and everybody gets a trophy, then I really truly feel that, hey, then everybody gets a term. Why should it only be those elite few, those career corrupt politicians that get, how many terms did we say? 12? 12 years? So we're going to be like Sloppy Joe. Yeah, no. I say term limits. Calloway acknowledged McCellish's advantage in name recognition. She questioned whether notoriety would help in November. She claims that the federal investigation has left the credibility of the city's legislative body in question, which it does. Good for her. Then that's what she needs to push. Push. Calloway, if anybody knows Calloway and get this message, tell her she needs to push term limits. How long have they been in office, and what have they done for Detroit? That's if you are a little person, by little person I mean if you are a newbie coming into the arena, especially in Detroit, you need to push your way through, and this is what's going to get you to go. This is going to be your fuel. Your fuel is going to be, I'm new. I haven't had 12 years to fuck up Detroit like everyone else has. Give me a chance and see what I do. And if I don't do it in the first 2 years, well, hell, you can vote me out and put the son of a bitch back in. But give someone new a chance, because obviously these people aren't doing anything for Detroit but filling their fucking pockets. All right. That's oh, wait. And we wanted to go back because Spivey's in the news again, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Hold on. Here he is. Detroit Councilman Spivey expected in court Tuesday for hearing. So there you go. Detroit, what is going on? You live in Detroit? You know anybody living in Detroit? They need to seriously think long and hard. How long has that person been in office? These people that are going to continue to run until you take a stand and say enough is enough. So let me ask you, Detroiters, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? When they do like the PV whistleblower and they decide to hit drones with blow darts to mandate those Fauci ouchies that people don't want. Yeah, when is enough going to be enough? When it's too late and they're putting you on boxcars to take you to camps because you wouldn't comply with their agenda. Y'all need to stand up. We Americans are tired. We the women of America are tired, and it's time for the rest of the world to wake the hell up and say, you know what? Enough is enough, and we are taking our country back. And here in Michigan, let's start with Detroit. Thank you for listening. Remember, knowledge is power. Share the knowledge. Be kind to each other. You don't know the cross each house bears. United we stand, divided we fall. Come on. We women got it going on. Iowa Mama Bears started it. You don't got to be a woman to stand united with me. I will stand with you and fight for you until you wake the hell up. God bless you. Thank you for listening and have a great day.